honestly, how do people think Marinette is a good character? She just does so many bad things. Okay, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. Hello, everybody. It's I, Otomoto, and today I'm going to be talking about Marinette Dupain-Chang from Miraculous, and why I think she's probably my least favorite fictional protagonist in animation. Why? Because you're just gonna have to stick around and see this. This is now the portion of the part of my intro where I tell you this is not an attack on you just because I do not like this character. Does not mean that I don't like you as a person. If you like Marinette, I am absolutely, totally glad. I am all for that crap. You are allowed to like whoever you want in fiction, and you are allowed to like whoever you want in real life. Do whatever you want. I do not care, so which is why I do not like Marinette, and I'm going to be making my video on that matter. If you have your own reasons why you don't like Marinette or why you do, please tell me. I'm very interested to hear it. But without further ado, today I'm going to be talking about why I do not like Marinette, the ships, and just the nonsense that goes around in Miraculous. If you do like Marinette, maybe literally do anything else. Okay, that's enough pondering. Let's get on to the video. Now, obviously, the main backbone of the story is the romance between Adrien and Marinette, because Ladybug fighting a 20-year-old in a bodysuit is not as entertaining as it seems. So, in the relationship, the main formula that goes by each episode is usually one of two things, if it's, like, when it's centered towards Adrien. One of those two things is either Marinette is trying to give him something to prove that she likes him, or her going with him somewhere to try and strengthen their bond. And my main issue with this is that the formula is so overused that nothing ever moves forward. Now, when you're trying to write a romance story, and trust me, I know professional, but I think this is a given, there actually has to be some escalation. It feels like in Miraculous, it goes from, okay, so this day, Marinette is going to be a Fritz, and every time Adrien talks to her, she turns into a Windows 4 computer and he can't talk to him. But the next day, she can fully talk to him with confidence. But after that, she goes back to a Fritz. It always lines up, and there's never any correlation or any change between how Marinette treats Adrien as a loving partner, and even that change we do get completely diverses in the next one. So this is clearly a problem in romance. But I feel like another main problem I have with the couple that makes no sense to me is the fact that there's not a lot of romantic scenes between the two, okay? There are a few, and when they are, yes, they hit home at least pretty decently, but Adrien has not once ever shown any capability of him liking Marinette back. And I just don't understand why other people get that. When in the Cat Noir and Ladybug ship or whatever romance, Ladybug is fully aware of it but cancels him out, but they're still friends, so there's still a possibility there. But with Adrien just has like no connection at all to Marinette. I was really surprised when he even called her a friend, just by the fact that he has not had a lot of interactions with her. But somehow, I don't know why, but the whole fandom perceives it as a big shipping, and people go all the way to see how Adrien secretly has a crush on Marinette, even though clearly he does not. So why do people think a ship works? Well, it's due to the whole Cat Noir issue. And although, yes, I can see that's one of the only reasons why I kind of got into this show, Cat Noir acts extremely different compared to Adrien, who are technically the same people. Now, I don't know if this is me bending over backwards, going through hoops to explain why it doesn't work, but I feel like this might just be the way that Adrien actually really wants to act. And Marinette/Ladybug shows that she is not really into it, so maybe it's not meant to be, which has kind of always been an issue. And remember, in Cat Blanc, the only reason why Adrien ended up dating Marinette was due to the sole fact that she was Ladybug. But the only reason why Ladybug isn't taking Cat Noir as a boyfriend is because she already likes Adrien. Then how come as that seemed Adrien was impossible to get, she went giving goo-goo eyes to Luca? Yeah, but the only reason why they can't be together is because that they have secret identities. Then why doesn't Ladybug just say, Cat Noir, I do love you, but we can't be together under these circumstances, you know? Like, she also shows a bit of discomfort over his flirting stuff. I'm even going against my last point just to prove this. So, like I've already shown you, I don't find that the Adrien and Marinette just doesn't make really any sense to me, considering how they have very little chemistry, and the formula always repeats and then goes back to the way it was. But I wouldn't really hate Marinette for this. This is more of just the show's bad writing and the romance. The reason why I hate Marinette is because she's a freaking sociopath. Wow, guys, let's watch Marinette break into the 50th house. Wow, guys, let's watch Marinette steal the 30th phone. Wow, guys, let's watch Marinette treat other people who have so far been seen as innocent and nice like complete and utter garbage. Wow, guys, what a phenomenally written character you have in this so-called nice person, Marinette. So I think you can already see by my tone of voice and all the things, Marinette is not a good person. She has done a lot of bad things to not only to herself and to Adrien, but to other people who just seem to have an interest in him. She has committed many crimes, like, stalking, breaking and entering, stealing, and I'm honestly surprised why she didn't get expelled for that, but plot convenience, and for what she thinks what she's doing is good for Adrien, she's doing it so she can get with Adrien. She basically ruins any chances of any other girls who at first seem like pretty nice people, or actually are, but she doesn't care, she only stopped hating Kagami until she realized that she was not trying to sabotage her or just hang out with Adrien in total. And by the way, that's probably one of my least favorite episodes on a standpoint towards Marinette. Sure, she's a superhero. Sure, she has done some good things, but she also continues to do really bad things and in a really horrible fashion. She doesn't just treat people who are interested in Adrien, but she kind of treats Adrien and Cat Noir really horribly, along with her friends, who she basically not forces, but drags them into her schemes, and she finds them completely expendable, like in the Party Crashers. As soon as she seemed like, oh, Adrien's available, time to completely ditch my friends without even telling them. And then Tiki's like,
hey, Marinette, could you maybe not do this?
And then Marinette's like,
oh, you know what, Tiki, that's nice, that's fine.
But shut up!
Favorite miraculous user, my ass. And Marinette continues to do this throughout the whole series without anybody blinking an eye. And, this is, Ladybug's actually supposed to be, a role model. And, this would be great to teach children, like, if you have a crush, frigging abandon your friends and be rude to other people just so you can get your man, Wow, what a great role model we have, eh? But, this is clearly an issue, and Marinette gets so much love from the fandom. And you want to know who gets so much hate, even from people who don't really like Miraculous that much? Kagami, who is, I'm about to say it, is my favorite character in Miraculous, due to the sole fact that she actually has a personality, a decently actually good person, and actually had some good character development that wasn't run over by a truck and then shat on. So, Kagami, I want to talk about her for a bit, even though this is a video not liking on Marinette. When we figure out about Kagami, we can obviously see that she's pretty cold and not nice, but we soon learn the reason why is because she has a pretty crappy mother who basically holds her to high expectations and never lets her go and do anything. You want to know who also has a very horrible father figure and is very rude and basically puts very high expectations on their son? Adrien! So obviously these two can obviously connect with each other and grow from their mistakes and make them feel better. And every time they're on screen and when they became frigging couple, you can see how they're legitimately happy with each other. But this is such a toxic relationship, even though she's practically saved him once. Wow, Miraculous! Wow, you're frigging... Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm frigging done. I don't get paid. So, in conclusion, Tomix Adrien is the best ship. Good night.